Hey, what's up guys? I hope you're doing well. So a question that keeps coming up is, are there gonna be skins in Marvel Rivals? If so, what type of skins? Are there gonna be throwbacks, or would different instances of a superhero be its own character or just a skin variant? Pretty much that type of thing, and while we still don't have 100% concrete information on all the ins and outs of how this will work, we did get a very cool image on what looks like to be a cosmetic skin for none other than Spider-Man. We're going to check out the new drop as well as the latest information from the official Marvel Rivals dev blog number 2. There he is, I present to you Spider-Punk, a cosmetic skin in the game for Spider-Man, and this was dropped on Twitter by Miller Ross, who if you aren't following, you really should. Miller is constantly dropping some of the best images and details for the game, so big shout out there. This was in response to a user named Gigi who caught some interesting details in the latest map reveal trailer for Tokyo 2099, where you can see the Spider-Punk skin painted on the wall here next to the car. All of the Easter eggs and details hidden in this trailer are just insane, very well thought out and definitely intentional, and in this image you can even see the word Spider-Punk on the wall as well. Miller goes on to mention that there's going to be 3 kinds of skins in the game: comic skins like Star-Lord's Master of the Sun, MCU skins, and original skins like Spider-Punk. These are all slated to be extension of the game's lore and show how various characters and variants live in the time stream entanglement. Originally, I was wondering how much room the devs would have to create their own designs myself, or if they'd have to follow like really strict rules, and it was confirmed that the designs would actually be unique to Marvel Rivals, while still being inspired by the iconic aesthetics for each character. This certainly opens up a huge amount of possibilities for player customization and, let's face it, monetization for the game. Players having choices between skins straight out of the comics, then skins from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, as well as completely original skins derived from the game's lore. There's going to be plenty to choose from. Just remember, anything is subject to change, as this wasn't officially released by Marvel Rivals themselves, but everything we've seen from Miller so far has come to be pretty accurate. Let me know what you guys think of the Spider-Punk costume in the comments, and what other ideas you could see the game incorporating with other characters. Moving on, we did get an official dev blog on the Marvel Rivals website, and they pretty much give us some insight on why they went with a third-person setup and what the vision is for the game in terms of taking up the shooter mantra. Essentially, they wanted players to really feel and see their favorite superhero in action, and if it was in first person, you honestly would miss so much of the visual appeal that characters would bring. You would probably just see your aim cursor and maybe an arm or whatever ability you were firing, whereas in third person, you get to see the entirety of your character. The movements, the style, the flair, and overall surroundings, which the devs felt brought home the immersion and superhero appeal. They did acknowledge though that it might take players who are used to the FPS genre some time to get acclimated to the third-person camera angle, but they'll be listening to player feedback to fine-tune various aspects of the game. In terms of it being labeled a shooter, the game fulfills this by emphasizing quick targeting, executing ranged or melee attacks, and the speed at which abilities and characters zip around the battlefield. So it's not entirely about guns and shooting, even though characters like the Punisher and Rocket will actually have access to that type of playstyle. There's more to the overall gameplay than just a traditional shooter. We'll continue to bring you the latest news, guides, and more for Marvel Rivals, so make sure to subscribe and join this awesome community. We've got you covered, and if you want to check out some Easter eggs in the latest map reveal trailer, make sure to watch our Tokyo 2099 breakdown. That does it for this one. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time right here on Rivals Nexus.